Mila,
and Lena's way. What's up, guys? It's me, Lena, and I'm back. That was really delayed, that freaking what's up. But I'm back, and I'm back with Mech-X4. Guys, I forgot that it came back on. I was just reminded by, because somebody commented and was like, you should watch the episodes of Mech-X4. And I'm like, bruh, I freaking missed 2 episodes of Mech-X4. Like, are you freaking kidding me? It came back on April 17th. So what and I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna review episode 7 and episode 8 in this one video, because I really didn't feel like trying to tape 2 separate videos, because Mech-X4 is coming on every day. I think for like maybe the next week, if I'm correct. I'll go see what you guys will find out. If y'all search Mech-X4 and go to Wikipedia, and get the whole full schedule listings of all the episodes. But guys, I cannot believe that I freaking forgot. This show is still lit after it left off from they were trying to find Mark and save Mark. It is still lit. So let's not make this video long later, because you know you're always gonna make it long. So let me just recap a little bit of what happened on episode 7 when they had to continue from, you know, Mark and all that stuff, because I haven't did these reviews since December, okay? Mind you guys, since freaking December, okay? That was last year. But anyway, so on episode 7, basically what happened was Ryan, he was really trying to find Mark and stuff like that. It wasn't really working, but then they found out that they found the satellites, this and that. They found that the van that Leo had a transponder there and tracked the Mech-X4 machine. Meanwhile, Mark was like stalling at the place. You know, the principal lady was like, oh, you trying to, you know, you give me this, give me that, you know, do that. And she was telling the big old head guy, Davish, to hurt him and kill him and stuff. But Mark is really smart. He know how to fight. I'm like, I don't know where he learned how to do freaking karate, but he know how to fight. He set some stuff off and he put things in motion. And you know what? Never doubt Mark, okay? Never doubt Mark. So Ryan, Harris, and Spider, they got all what they needed to do. They did the satellite, this and that. So when they went, they got there. They tracked them, you know, got there. They went and they had to like fight and get out and this and that. It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff to do. They found Mark though, which was pretty good. So yeah, they went and they went to kill them and stuff like that. So then they found that there was the principal. So it was like, okay, you know what we're gonna do, you know, but she's still a threat. But you know, it's like, well, I don't know, maybe she's not still a threat, because Mark overheard that she had a bigger boss. Maybe the bigger boss just left, but Ryan still thought that she was a threat. So at the end of the episode, she was over at his crib talking to Grace, his mom, and was like, look, bruh, you need to help me or like we all gonna freaking die. And he was like, why should I trust you? She's like, because your mother, your brother, and your friends are all gonna freaking die. Well, she freaking disrespectfully knocked over his pictures. But yeah, so he was kind of convinced, like, okay, we gonna die. So on to the episode 8, which is the other episode after episode 7 that aired on the 18th, guys, which aired on the 18th. Yeah, so basically Mark, this is what happened. It left off with Mark. He almost got his face blown off because Harris was working off some freaking project for the machine, because they always reinvent the machine, because every time Ryan fight, the machine is always wore down, and you know, Ryan's always trying to keep himself up and try to keep the machine up. So you know, Harris gotta like run through the test and this and that. So the test kind of interfered with Mark's console game, almost blew Mark's face off. So when Ryan came with Principal Gray, she was like, oh my god, everybody stay calm. So then Mark tried to fight her. He tried to physically fight her. So she was like, no, oh, I can already fight, boy. You ain't no challenge for me. So you know what? And he was like, okay, well, why do we trust her? So the Spider was like, what the feet? What's going on? And then he was like, Earth's greatest strength, ours. And she was like, no. Look, basically, us humans, we pollute and we stampede each other on Christmas sales. And my boss want to get rid of the whole Earth and keep the people that are worthy enough to stay on. So they gonna have to like let her in and work with them. So she went. She tried to. She was basically being bait for her boss to come get her. Ryan was like, was like being bait. So she was like on the edge of her seat, and the news is janitor named Morris, and I already knew he was strange from the get-go. He like swept her feet, and she's like, Morris, what's wrong with you? And then you know, because Ryan and the principal don't like each other, so he kept like messing with her and stuff. So then she messed with him, because the girl came up to talk to Ryan. At first I thought she was an undercover agent, but no, she came up to talk to Ryan about how he was a good skateboarder and how he did that cool little skateboard trick on one of the last episodes. And he was like, what? So then the principal made sure that she had came up to him and embarrassed him and basically told the girl that he had back acne and it was disgusting and he shouldn't touch nobody. So she ran away and left. So she's like, look, you know, don't get distracted. This is my life and life, because she want to live too, you know. Everybody want to live life, even though she's dead. So yeah, everyone want to live life. She was, oh my god, at the end, I mean, when it was at the end of the night, when she was inside of the thing, I literally thought Morris was about to kill her. She's like, Morris, what are you doing? So then he had trapped her into a corner. He was like, you really think that the boss had only one agent stationed here, you idiot? So so yeah, so then she's like, oh, you expect, she's like, oh no, I'm cornered and I'm helpless, is what you expected me to say. So she had her goons, and she had freaking Harris and Spider and Mark and Ryan, and everyone was like, boom, boom, boom. They had these little gadgets and stuff, and it was so good. Mark was like doing flips, and then Harris tasered himself out. He knocked his own self out. Freaking Principal Gray, I don't know what her first name is, Principal Gray, she was doing her thing. She was fighting. She saved Ryan's life, and then Ryan saved her life, and she noticed how he did it. The janitor was about to freaking kill Principal Gray, and then he used, the man had like a Iron Man hand on. He's like, just like, you know, the Iron Man hand that go on. He had like one of those, so Ryan made that spark the metal chair he had in his hand, and with that he made himself punch the man in his face. So then he said Principal Gray can die, because if the man would have beat her with that chair, she would have died. So yeah, he saved her. So that was pretty nice. I mean, he's like, you know what, thanks for saving me. You might be good after all. She's like, I could be good. So she had brought her principal stuff over, because she said my cover book was blown anyway. So she had a whole bunch of stuff from Ryan's for surveillance. It was so much stuff in that box, even his stuffed bear. She was in a house. It was just too much going on. So he eventually got the boss. He cracked the code with his mind, because on the phone that he got from Morris, he cracked the code, and then what's the name noticed that. So he called the boss, and the boss was like, you know, super convinced, and the freaking boss came there, like, the boss is the monster there. So it was a freaking trap. It was a freaking monkey tarantula crab, whatever you want to freaking call it. It's like the worst nightmare anybody could ever freaking have, because it looked terrible. The principal, she was trying to set them up. She double-crossed them, basically. And then she was like, okay, I got them. I'm going to send them in, because, you know, he could control stuff with his mind. So then he was like, how'd you find out about my powers? And she was like, look, idiot, you so freaking blatant with doing it. How you think you freaking cracked that code? You didn't even get all A's, Mark. Ryan, you didn't get all A's, alright? So, I know you. So basically, he was like, oh, well, I guess you can't do it. So they double-crossed her, and really got her cornered. So it was like, she was shook. But then they freaking he fried her with his mind. But then she ran away, and then Ryan was trying to kill the monster, and he did. He killed the big old monster and melted him to lava, but it took a lot out of Ryan. So everybody else was like, look, Ryan, you know, don't go do that, we gonna fight it. He's like, no, she threatened my mama, she threatened my brother. My nose gotta stop them. She threatened my friends. I'm gonna go fight her. So they was to go fight her, and everybody almost really died. Ryan almost died, Spider almost died, Harris almost died because the knife flew at him, and then Mark almost died because she had Mark cornered up against the ledge. And when that happened, that wasn't good, because he was about to fall into the lava. So what Ryan did was, Ryan went, got the helipad thing, knocked it out of her hand, and then it like ricocheted. So then she was on the other side, and she almost freaking fell. So she fell out, and they tried to save her, because like, no, nobody dies. You know, Ryan's a kid. Ryan don't want to kill nobody. Ryan don't want to be a killer. He don't want to be a murderer. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to save her. So she was like, look, we all gonna be dead at some point. So then she fell in, and then he was like, you know, I thought we was gonna be winners. I thought we was gonna be winning. So then Mark was like, we'll be alive. So I stay taking W's, no L's. But basically that's what he said. So he was really upset. So they needed some downtime. Spider thought they would go get some donuts. He stayed. And when Ryan looked into Principal Gray's box, he saw that he was like, what's this? And it showed that he was adopted. He was like, I'm adopted. And it was like, what the geek is going on? And I literally couldn't. I couldn't even. I was like, this show is getting more and more interesting, because I was wondering how they was going to play it. And I think that Seth Harper, I think that he is probably the boss. That's what I'm hinting at or getting at. I think he's the boss, because I can't think of who else would be the boss other than Seth, because Seth is a billionaire. He owns all the technology companies. So how else would he be doing it? But yeah, that's my theories for that episode. And don't forget, guys, to be on the lookout for tomorrow's episode's review, because that's going to be episode 9. And guys, lit. But I think that the show, after it's been off its hiatus, I think the show is still good. It's still interesting. I'm excited. to see more. I wish it was coming on Disney too, but they gotta come on Disney XD. This is a more Disney XD show, but I think people need to watch it on Disney too because it's pretty. It's really good actually. It's interesting and everybody's fighting and it's like cool stunts and it don't look really fake. And I think the acting is pretty good and I think the story writing is good because now we have to figure out why the heck was Ryan adopted, where did Ryan come from, who is Ryan. I think that Leo is his daddy. The guy Leo, I think that's his daddy. And then I think that Seth is the freaking evil man that's running the show. So those are my theories on that, guys. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.